Hey guys, this is Wolfie here. In this video, this is the first video in my series where I will be restoring the Maple Grove, Minnesota Studio C. This video will be covering how I even got to this point and what my plans are for the next few months of restoration work. And yeah, let's start the video. The story on how I got into animatronics was actually the Jemmy Spinning Selfie Snowman. Now you might be wondering, Wolfie, how does this have to do with the Chuck E. Cheese animatronic? But don't worry, I'll explain. When I was about 6 years old, I stumbled across many of these videos with a dancing snowman that spun these nice, beautiful snowflakes and tipped his hat. After I saw this, I dreamed of getting one. But later what I know, a few years later, I'd be getting one. Over the years, I have collected many other Jemmy items. And that right there was my first ever spinning selfie snowman. And yeah, after the spinning selfie snowman, the other animatronic that also got me into it was the Jemmy Douglas fir. It'll be right here on the screen as a picture. But my grandma had one, and it inspired me about animatronics. Over the years, I'd be getting many more snowmen and would be taking care of them well. This is also not mine right here. This is my brother's, but these two and the newer one are mine. One day, while I was watching animatronic videos, I must have found the Rock-afire explosion. Well, I didn't know at the time, these animatronics would grow on me, and I was destined to be able to see these guys. I later found out the Rock-afire explosion went through something called concept unification, and were turned into Chuck E. Cheese characters. Once I realized I wanted to see these guys so bad, as I'm sure many of you guys want to see your favorite stages, like Huntsville, Alabama. But over the years, only last year I was able to see these guys. And what location would that be? Springfield, Illinois. Fun fact, is one of the brand new Legacy stores. So I'm so happy that stage got saved along with Pineville for CEI bots. But yeah, Springfield, Illinois was just such an awesome experience, seeing the old nostalgia, and of course, oh man, it was just so much fun seeing these guys, because I was originally going to go to West Des Moines, Iowa, but they remodeled. But anyway, yeah, I went to Springfield. It was such an awesome time. The employees were nice, and it would be a year later until I would see an animatronic again from Chuck E. Cheese. I first thought I could go see my local, which is Burnsville, Minnesota, but I realized that they have already gotten the 2.0 remodel, so there wasn't really any point of going there. But there was another one, Maple Grove, Minnesota, which housed the Studio C Alpha stage. Fast forward a little bit to May 5th, where I finally got to see Maple Grove, and it was such an awesome experience, even though the bot wasn't even on Random Movements. But this was my first time seeing a Studio C bot, so it was so cool seeing it. And yeah, they had the Parrot, the Apple TV, and the buildings, the pizza phone, the pizza time clock. It was just this beautiful thing to see, as this was my second time going to a Chuck E. Cheese, and yeah. Then an idea got in my head. What if I tried to save this Chucky animatronic from the 2.0 remodel? Now, this was an obvious no-brainer to me that I would not be able to save it. But I decided to work on planning out this save just in case, and I kept on looking and looking for a remodel date. A few weeks before the remodel would start, I would still be planning, and I would be like, man, how am I gonna do this? This is just unbelievable. This is a stupid idea. Until I found this video of these teenagers saving the Warwick, Rhode Island location. These guys really inspired me to save my local remaining bot. And I knew I had to do something about this, because if they can do it, I could do it, right? On August 2nd, I went to go see the Maple Grove location one last time, as I heard the remodel was going to come up the following week. I was really sad to see this location go, because it was really special, and I mean, nobody wants their local Chuck E. Cheese to be gone, right? But I'm so happy because the animatronic was on random movements that day, and later would I know that this is some of the last footage ever of the animatronic before the remodel. Fast forward a little bit, and I found this image on my YouTube feed. I was so blown away and sad at the same time. Like, Chucky is just sitting there in the corner, all sad, while the stage where I once saw and many other fans saw is just gone. I decided to tell my uncle that worked that day. His work is like 10 minutes away from Maple Grove, if he could go check the dumpsters to see if we can grab anything. And that moment would change my life forever. This is what my uncle found in the dumpster. I am not kidding, and this is not faked. This is what my uncle actually found in the dumpster. I know. It's so sad to see, but at the same time, this is proof of what corporate does to their animatronics still. When I first saw this, I was in complete shock. I told my uncle to quickly put as much stuff as he could before the employees could come. And thankfully, he was never caught. We got away with the head, both of his full arms, his full shirt, and his paws. The rest of it was left in the dumpster and was reportedly saved by Cheesy Chuck and his friend, which huge shout out, by the way, for saving the rest of this stuff. And now we are here. Now, again, I saved both of his mechanical arms, and they both work. I haven't hooked them up to air yet, but both the arms manually worked. Then his paws, they ripped this part here on this paw, and this paw they ripped this side and this side a little bit too. I think actually maybe that's Velcro. Yeah. Then his shirt. Now we have almost his entire shirt here. It just needs to be sewn back together, as you can see, because it got clipped. And then the main piece is his head. I haven't began testing out movements and seeing what I can do. So far, his mouth movement is here. His snout raised. His right eye turn. The left one is being worked on right now. The eyebrow movement. And then the head tilt cylinder. Other than that, the eyebrows are gone and the ear cylinders are missing. So, yeah, that is how I ended up with my robotic Chuck. I hope you all enjoyed, and leave a comment below. And this has been Wolfie.